Let's get it on!
Again, nobody can take that left-hand shot.
Be the best, you gotta beat the best, and the best is blessed, baby.
Where you at, George?
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
In the past, you versus Amanda Nunes. Is that the fight that's going to happen next for the both of you? What have you been told?
My fight against Holm, I asked for Amanda. My plan is fight Amanda July, and after she's accepted to fight Chael in Brazil. No, July when she hurts. How she gonna fight me July? And you guys can put Meg Anderson. Meg Anderson is gonna be visa ready for July. And after 3 days later, then announced the fight Holm and Meg Anderson. And then for me, July, if somebody hurts, she cannot fight me. I'm not gonna wait. I wanna fight. I think this fight, Meg Anderson and Holly, then I already make a plan for making me and the Holly rematch.
You wanted to make an announcement on today's show.
Yeah, I guess. So obviously I've teased this for a long time now. I might fight again, I might not. And unfortunately, it's not a fight that I'm announcing. I am going to announce my official retirement from mixed martial arts. 15 years as a professional fighter. You can't do it forever. Done it for a long time. Of course, I've got issues with my eye. After the Gastelum fight, then I started having issues with my good eye. We went to a club, and because it's dark, I just kept seeing this flash out of the corner of my good eye. I'm like, what the hell? And I kept looking at it. I keep seeing a flash, so I keep looking. And I'm doing that constantly. And then I realized there's no flash going on. It's just my eye. And every time I look left, it flashed. They checked it out. They said it probably is a detached retina, but they looked at it. They said, no, it's not a detached retina. It's a vitreous detachment. I got this information from one of the homeless people on my run this morning. So I did contemplate another fight. I mean, what else am I going to do? I've won the belt. I've had tons of wins. I've done everything I set out to achieve. What's the point in flogging a dead horse?
Yair Rodriguez recently got cut from the UFC, and you talked about him refusing 2 fights. But can you elaborate a little more on the situation and why you decided to cut one of the prospects of the UFC?
Yeah, because we offered him fights. He turned down the fights. There was a lot more back and forth that went on with that. If you don't want to fight, this isn't the place to be. There's plenty of places out there that'll take Yair Rodriguez and would love to have him, and we'll sign him, and I'm sure he'll have a great career. This isn't the place for you.
Is the door open for him to come back maybe in the future?
I don't know. We'll see. When I call you and offer you a fight, you should probably take it. I make 42 fights a year. And if you don't want to fight and you want to be picky and choosy and you don't want to do this and you don't want to do that, then you probably need to go somewhere else. And I'll help you get there.
Punk versus that I forget his name, Jackson, Overeem, Curtis Blaze, Claudio Gadeja, Esparza.
That's so disgusting.
And then on the undercard, you got Rashad Evans. And my boy, Joey Benavidez versus Pettis.
Oh,
CM Punk said, take a seat, y'all.
That is so crazy. Does that piss you off?
No, because I get it. Because I'm not a fighter. If I was a fighter, I'd be furious. But now out of the game and in entertainment, I'm like, I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
Selling some wolf tickets there. I get what you're doing. It's the worst fight of all time in UFC history, skill-wise. Does that CM Punk Jackson stuff bother you, Joe, or you're used to it now?
Bothers me. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't mind him fighting. I think it's great that he's fighting. I think
the
it's
UFC.
great that he's testing himself
in the UFC.
Even if they wanted to do in the UFC, have him on the prelims, put him on FS1. Make it a fight Pass thing.
I think his
no
contract
problem.
won't allow that. I think if his contract
has to be pay-per-view?
I'd assume if
Well-
you're CM Punk, you're that big of a draw.
Maybe he was. Is he still? Do you think? How many people are going to buy that pay-per-view to watch him fight?
I don't know. That first one,
CM Punk?
Yeah.
that first one, he got his ass whipped so
Oh,
bad.
As ever with the case of CM Punk, there is always controversy not far away from that conversation. Alistair Overeem has been demoted to the prelims of the Chicago card.
He was demoted. If that's the way you want to look at him being demoted, what is Rashad Evans? What is
No, I completely agree.
Pettis?
Completely agree.
I mean, there's guys on that could be on the main card that are on the Fight Pass prelim. Listen, when Alistair Overeem sells as many pay-per-views as CM Punk does, we can argue.
If CM Punk loses, it's game over, right? Surely.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Chris Blades versus Overeem has now been announced for a prelim fight for that whatever pay-per-view we're talking about, June 9th.
Yeah, the
The
225.
Chicago card,
Yeah.
CM Punk, and generally a heavyweight fight, particularly with two top contenders, is a main card. I get that. Really not an insult as much as guys in the locker room have decided it's an insult to not be on the main card. What I mean is there's two shows that go on every night, and people always miss that. You've got your, in this case, Fox show that then spills over, should you choose, into your pay-per-view show. For some reason, the pay-per-view show is more coveted than the Fox show, but not everybody would agree, including some sponsor. You got 5 fights. Tell me what ones people are most likely willing to pay for. That's your main card.
There was talk of you having a meeting with Conor McGregor in Liverpool. Was that supposed to take place at this event, or was that a behind closed doors event?
I thought that was going to be the first question I got when I walked in here. I'm proud of you guys.
Yeah. The slow build-up.
Yeah. Conor and I are going to meet in Vegas.
You're going to meet in Vegas?
Yeah.
And what is the situation with you two? Are you on good terms at the moment, or is that to be decided when you meet?
Yeah, I mean, he and I haven't seen each other since New York, so we haven't seen each other, we haven't talked, nothing, so we need to get together soon.
I mean, I've been hearing he's been in training. Are your thoughts right now on getting a fight booked with him before the year is over? Is that something that fans can expect?
It depends on what goes on with him in New York in June. I'm pretty confident that that is the fight that Conor wants, and I'm pretty confident that that is the fight that Khabib wants, so yeah, I can see that
Play
happening.
it, Jamie.
Listen.
Dude, that is one of the rawest moments I've ever seen inside the octagon. Like when you jump, like when they stopped that fight and you screamed, it was fucking bone chilling.
It's relief. It's like I didn't like we lived, you know, like we lived. They didn't. Like
Yeah.
we get to eat. They don't. You know, it's relief. It's ugh.
It's primal.
That would have been another 30 minutes or another 2 hours that we're scrapping in the woods. Like who gets the bone? You know, I want to know. And so that's it's crazy, and it's your practicality, and it's your survival, and this is the way I get to know myself.
So what's going on with the ESPN deal? Like, when does that start?
I don't know.
So UFC is going to be on ESPN now.
Yeah.
No more Fox.
No more
That's
Fox.
done.
2019. No, it finishes at the end of this year.
It was
2019
supposed to be Fox and ESPN were going to split it.
I think ESPN can learn from the mistakes from Fox and just make it that much better.
I think you're right about that, because there's been some times that I thought I had my DVR set,
Yeah.
but then I get home and it was on FS1. I'm like, motherfucker.
Or sometimes like my bat, or it's like my bat NASCAR is playing, so go to FXX times 6. Like, well, fuck, man, where's that at?
Or a baseball game goes long
Yes.
and you got to go to FS2.
The concern on ESPN is because ESPN obviously has the NFL, has NBA. How much focus are you going to put on the UFC? You know,
Right.
like we don't want to be the side chick.
But they've been putting on some good boxing matches. They had the Lomachenko
Yeah,
fight.
Lomachenko contracted Lomachenko.
Yeah, they had another really good fight on recently
I got
too.
Lomachenko
right?
on my podcast coming up.
Ooh,
Yeah, excited for that. I don't know how his English is, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm. They contacted me too.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have them on as well.
might as well.
Might as well. I got questions.
I got a lot of
I'm gonna watch
questions.
yours first.